Living someone else's life is not merely following rules imposed by society. It is not merely doing what your parents, friends, or colleagues expect from you. It is a state in which your own desires and aspirations dissolve into external expectations, where every step is dictated by the opinions of others. And the inner voice that quietly whispers what you truly want is drowned out by the constant noise of other people's stories, other people's successes, and other people's standards. And the feeling that you are not living your own life gradually becomes a part of your existence, subtly, like water eroding the shore, not immediately, but steadily. And at some point you realize that almost all your decisions are guided not by you but by how you want to be seen. And the only way to regain authenticity is to stop and acknowledge that the right to live your own life belongs only to you, and no one else can take it. You must allow yourself to be the master of your choices, even if it is frightening, even if it means letting go of familiar paths, comfortable frameworks, and the illusion of security that others' expectations create. And there is no freedom without this courage to act according to your own truth. The first thing to understand is that living someone else's life is bound to fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of loneliness. Because when you live as others expect, an illusion of control appears. People think that by pleasing others and conforming to external standards, they will be safe, accepted, and loved by the world. But this safety is illusory because it requires constant tension, constant adaptation, constant monitoring of your thoughts, actions, and even emotions to match a picture created from outside, and there is no room for true freedom. And freedom comes only when you stop justifying your existence to everyone else and allow yourself to make decisions based on your true desires rather than on how someone else evaluates your life. The second aspect is awareness of your identity and the distinction between your true self and who others want you to be. This may seem difficult because from childhood we learn to be convenient for others. We hear rules, advice, guidance, and gradually we construct a system of external evaluations as the only measure of our worth. To stop living someone else's life, it is necessary to listen to your sensations, your reactions, your thoughts without the filter of others' expectations. Allowing yourself to feel emotions without self-condemnation, because often we criticize ourselves, referencing standards imposed by the outside world. This process requires honesty. Which actions and decisions are truly yours, and which are imposed externally? Which goals reflect your genuine ambitions, and which are only convenient illusions of success in the eyes of others? And the deeper you explore these distinctions, the more you realize that living according to others' rules robs you of the opportunity to experience authentic joy and satisfaction, because achievements in someone else's life create only the illusion of completeness, not inner harmony. The third step is practicing responsibility for your life. This is not empty rhetoric, it is a conscious decision to stop shifting blame onto circumstances, parents, bosses, society, friends, or systems. Everything that happens to you is your choice, even if it seems you had no choice, even if external conditions limit possibilities. Accepting responsibility means acknowledging, I can choose, I can act, I can reject what is imposed, and at the same time, I am not perfect. I can make mistakes, I can feel fear. But these are my mistakes and my fears, which means I can manage them, I can transform them into energy to move forward. Responsibility restores power over life and liberates from the endless internal conflicts that arise when we try to please everyone while losing ourselves. The fourth aspect is gradual liberation from external expectations through small choices. There is no need to immediately change your career, family, city, or lifestyle. Start with small steps. Allow yourself to choose what pleases you, even if it seems insignificant or unusual. Let it be clothing, hobbies, books you read, or the way you spend your time without consulting others' opinions. Each such action signals to your consciousness that you have the right to govern your life, that your inner freedom matters, that you can trust your taste, your desires, your intuition. Small decisions build a habit of being true to yourself, and habits form the foundation for larger changes, and the stronger this foundation becomes, the easier it is to restructure your life on your own terms. The fifth aspect is understanding that someone else's life is usually built on fear, while true life is built on trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process. Trust that your decisions, even if uncertain, led you where you truly need to be. Letting go of external expectations is not aggressive rejection of others, their opinions, or advice. It is a gentle but firm decision to listen primarily to yourself and then decide what to accept and what to leave behind. When you trust yourself, the internal noise that previously reminded you that you are insufficient or that your decisions are wrong gradually fades, giving way to inner calm, clarity, and understanding that you are acting in alignment with your true nature and values, and this feeling is invaluable. The sixth aspect is working with internal scripts that feed the life of others. These are habits, thoughts, beliefs that tell you, you must, you should, if you do not, you will be judged, you will fail. Each of these messages is an echo of others' stories, others' fears that you accepted as your own. Mindful observation of these thoughts and gradual restructuring of inner dialogue reduces external influence. It is important to replace commands and judgments with gentle affirmations. I choose for myself, my opinion matters, I can act according to my desires. This process requires patience because the brain is accustomed to old scripts, but every time you notice external pressure and choose your own action, you strengthen inner freedom. Trust yourself, and create a new reality where decisions emerge from genuine intentions. The seventh step is recognizing the value of solitude and internal space. As you liberate yourself from someone else's life, a sense of emptiness, anxiety, as if you have lost support, may arise initially. This is natural. Yet in this state, your authentic identity forms. Solitude should not frighten, it should become a resource for self-discovery. In it, you learn to listen to yourself, understand what brings joy, what matters, and what is only a reflection of external expectations. Solitude cleanses your inner space, removes noise, separates your desires from imposed ones, and helps understand where your boundaries begin, where freedom of choice begins. Liberating yourself from others' expectations is a gradual process requiring patience, courage, and daily practice. It is conscious engagement in every moment, asking yourself, am I doing this for myself or for others? If the answer is for others, it is a signal to pause, reflect, and redirect the action in alignment with your true desires. Gradually, a sense of authentic life emerges, where tension to conform disappears, decisions arise from internal alignment, and freedom and responsibility go hand in hand. Finally, living your own life means accepting not only your desires and choices, but also the consequences of these decisions. Understanding that mistakes and missteps are part of the process, not proof of inadequacy. Breaking free from someone else's life restores joy, spontaneity, energy, and a sense of completeness impossible to feel when each day is shaped by others' expectations. This is not selfishness, not ignoring others, but deep inner work allowing you to live honestly, fully, and freely. Inner harmony emerges when you stop being a puppet of others' scripts and start creating your own narrative, where every action, thought, and day belongs to you. This is the true feeling of life. No longer living by someone else's rules, but having your life express your authentic self.